Hello, hello, hello. Turning up. Let's jump into it. So yesterday we were looking at refactoring. Um, so I believe we had, so we had updated our update function. Then used the elements of the location array, such that when we call it, we do a bunch of stuff automatically, as opposed to having having each sort of command do things that were repeated. And so we finished that yesterday, and moving on for today. So let's see where we're at. Alright, we're adding another object to the locations array with the same properties as the other two. Okay, we're setting the name to cave, button text to an array with the strings, button functions to an array with the variables, and text to that. So I'm actually going to try and do this without sort of really copying what I've got before, outside of, not anyway, name. So I want the name to be cave. I want the button text. This should be in quotation marks to be an array of text. Fight line. Fight. Fang beast. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. So we can represent strings with double quotation marks and single quotation marks, I think. Let's find out. And go to square. Because sometimes you might have like a string within a string, or you might need a quotation mark within a string. So, I think you can do this. We'll find out, won't we? It's really cool with objects. You can have sort of these different data types or within a singular data type of an object, and they'll be related. So that's quite cool. So I think I can do that. Yes. And that should suffice. And it does. Hey. Hello. So I think this is Drea because she's been so much nicer than her husband Robert when they come on. So shout out to you. And if it is Robert, my bad. But no, thank you guys. It's encouraging, mad encouraging. Cool. So let's submit and go to the next challenge. Now you have a cave location. Update your go cave function to call update and pass in the new cave location. Okay. So in similar function, in similar. Oh, it's both of you guys. Okay. Still, because Drea is present, it's been a much nicer experience than when Robert's on. um, so if we go back to our locations object now, a locations array, our third object is this cave one. So we're going to do effectively this when we go to the cave, but we are going to do it with the third element of the array, which is not 0, it's 2. And so, yeah, arrays always start counting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, that's actually the first, second, and third elements of it. So that should pass. Code actions the player takes at these locations. Inside the by health function, set gold equal to gold minus 10. Okay, so now we're actually defining the functionality. So we've sort of laid this out such that we have we've got all these functions that represent actions being taken in the game. So now with by health, we'll probably be wanting to do something with the health value and the gold value, because evidently the gold would be how we pay for it, and the health is what we're representing with with the help is what we are going to be increasing. So I imagine our by health function will need to, by setting gold equal to gold minus 10, we're saying whatever gold you have, take that number. And so actually let me just write this out because I think it's better explained. So if I then say gold is equal to gold minus 10. That doesn't seem right to me, because have we defined what gold is? Yes, we have a variable here that says let gold equal to 50. We're starting gold at 50, so cool. So the program knows what gold is. All we are doing is we're saying, and this is how sort of the programming code works, it's almost right to left. We're taking gold, whatever that value of gold is, and we're now saying we're assigning this new value to it. So by the time we come here, if it's the first time we've done this, we'll have gold of 50. And then we're saying, okay, take gold of 50, take away 10, and that's your new function, that's your new amount of gold. And that's why here gold is a let and not a constant, because we know gold will change. And if it was a constant, then we'd have issues where we know sort of the locations won't change. We can use a constant for those. But then where gold, health, experience will change, we'll use variables for those. So this should be that. I imagine we'd probably want to add in a line that says, can I do this actually? Can I just say, well, I don't know how much health will increase by when we buy health, so it's cool. But this should pass. And that's nice. I will donate one day. So after gold is updated, add a line to set health equal to health plus 10. Cool. So once we've taken away the gold, health is then equal to health plus 10. And it's the same idea. Take whatever your health is and assign to the variable health this new value of health plus 10. And that updates the value of health. So cool. Yeah. So compound assignments are when we use a bit of shorthand to get the job done. So instead of saying gold is equal to gold minus 10, because there's some repetition here, programmers don't like repetition. So we say gold minus equals 10. And it somehow knows that what we're really saying is gold minus 10 is equal to the new gold. It's nowhere near a nice way of explaining it or representing it, outside of the fact that it makes sense, and it's one of those, I guess, conventions that JavaScript is allowed to have. And it makes the code shorter and more, it's easier to read. I know there are some other compound assignments we'll probably start seeing, especially in loops, for instance, plus plus. So where here we've got minus equals, we know that we are taking whatever's on the other side of that equation and we are subtracting it from the original value, and that becomes a new value. Where you can also have, for instance, gold plus plus, and that would be just gold plus 1. And so we tend to use that in loops often because it represents a singular increment. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get there. So now that you're updating the gold and health variables, you need to display those new values on the game screen. So at this point, we are going to be needing to update elements of the DOM, the document object model. So after your assignment lines, assign the inner text property of the gold text to be the variable gold. Okay. Right. So now we want to change that. So I'm scrolling up here so we can see we've got gold text, health text, and we're going to be changing their inner text. So having assigned, I've done this, I'm going to then say, and this is another area in which the sort of editors might helpful, because as I'm typing code, some of the newer editors like VS Code will start suggesting other elements within your code that have gold in them, and you can just sort of tab through and get some. I think it's gold text, is it? Dot inner text is equal to gold. Let's see, is that right? Gold text, yeah. And then health text. And I'm going to do my lazy thing of copying, because that would have failed, because it's not, it is case sensitive, but you don't run that risk if you just copy the text as new health. Let's see. So let's go to the store. Let's buy health. That's an issue. So if you go to the console, ooh, there's an issue. What's gonna fail? Your buy health function updates the text of health text to be the value of health. The buy health function. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. Unless it's just not happy with me. I doubt it. I doubt this is the solution. Alright, so what's happening here? After your assignment lines, assign, yeah, inner text property of goal text to be So I am grabbing, I've got my goal text here. When I go to buy health, when I go to buy health, I might have to look for some help here. Alright, so let's see what their help is like. Alright, so this is all still in beta. So it might be that it's there hasn't been a lot of additions to it. Okay. Okay, so it looks like someone else has had this exact same problem, and you will find this in coding in general, that your problems are not necessarily always unique. It's also stressful when they ask a question but don't post the answer. Okay. Actually, let's not do that. Let's rather console log at this point what gold is. So let's just start there. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to debug what's going on. So when I go to by health, alright, so I'm console logging what gold is presently, and it's 40, which makes sense. It's supposed to be 40 because I've subtracted 10. Now I'm going to console log. I'm going to console log what gold text dot inner text is, and let's see, undefined. Interesting. Why is it undefined? Because we have gold text dot inner text. We have that here. Okay, let's see what's gold text. It's an array. So it's an object. That's interesting. So I feel like we've already done this bit because we already have constant gold text is equal to ID here. Oh, I wish this guy was able to like talk about what the issue is. Yeah. Alright. So another way I'm going to search for stuff is with AI. So let's see. Oh, let's see first. Assign value to inner text. JavaScript. Let's see if we find anything here that helps us. I don't think I have to rename. I have to redo it. That doesn't seem right. That didn't help. Oh, I'm sure this is something basic that I'm doing. You're joking. That can't be it. That cannot be it. That cannot be it. That's not it. That is not it. That's not it. That's not it. This is why I copy and paste. This is why I copy and paste. I can't believe it. So now if I am to go to store, I cannot believe that was why. Well, I wasn't calling the right property. There you go, folks. There you go. And the only reason I saw that was because my dude here has inner text and then inner text, a capital T. I'm going to reply because I could have used that information. How did I log in? What's my username? It is BKPluff. Yeah, so I'm going to reply because I think. I mean, no, I can't. This guy's saying I don't exist. But I'm here. Oh. No, this is creating my account. I don't want to create my account. Oh, I'm wasting your time with this, guys. I am so sorry. Alright, I'll figure that out because I do exist. I must exist because this has been saving my progress. Cool. So we were able to get that done. And actually, I'm going to call it there. Yeah, it's interesting. There, sometimes seemingly small, insignificant things can be the cause of much headache, and yeah, sometimes searching isn't as straightforward as it could be. But alas, here we are. We got it done. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.